want to welcome three new committee members. I think it was announced last time we met up, but Sarah, Tom and Kathy Faulkner have all joined the committee. So very excited to induct them a couple of days ago. And I also want to take the opportunity to thank Ariane, who has now gone home potentially with COVID, and Megan Mashford. Hopefully online. But even if you both are not here, I just want to say, thank you on behalf of the building.
Online.
There you are.
There's Megan. I was having a chip.
Did you say a chip or a something else?
A chippy.
So thank you, Megan. I know you've been on the committee since it started from memory. I know you both of you knew Geoff really well, and you're both really good ambassadors of the place and the values and the culture that we're trying to build here. So just want to say thank you on behalf of myself and everyone here for your time on the committee. And with that, I will hand it off to Tony to run through, I think, a bit about the background of the award and the eventual winner.
Thanks, Dylan. Look, I don't know how many of you in the room have particularly heard the background of this, and I don't apologise for repeating myself, because every year this award is one of the most important things I think we do in the building and recognising the culture and what we stand for as a group. And so, I guess before we announce the third annual award winner for this, I wanted to just go back a step and talk about who was Geoff Hattam and why this award. And I think that I apologise for not being there today, but I think on the screen you can see some photos that are running of Mr. Hattam. There was probably some when he was skinny. I'm not sure how far back they go, but just even looking at those photos today brought back a lot of memories and a lot of emotion, to be honest. So why this award? I think that we wanted to leave a legacy for Geoff, and just due to he had a very profound impact on the business, and in terms of establishing it, in terms of putting some pieces together that have evolved into the business that is today. He was a very special man for those that knew him, and for those that don't, trust me, he was a special guy. With that in mind, this is a special award that I thoroughly enjoy handing out every year. And so we sat down and culturally, I suppose, going back a step, Geoff was probably part of the development of the culture. And some of you have heard me use the phrase, if you don't stand for something, you stand for nothing. Geoff really helped us develop the culture of the building, and it really, probably the best way to describe Geoff was to go through the four key culture statements that we have today, and how Geoff really resembled all of those four things. And Geoff, I could do the easy one first, fun loving. We originally had professional, right, as one of our cultures, but because of Geoff's nature, I had to change it to fun loving. It was quite amusing. It's not to say we weren't professional, but Geoff had this fun loving way about him, and he was nearly, I don't know, Megan Mashford might be able to pull me up here, but he was nearly, you could describe him as cuddly, you could describe him as, sneaky. He was always running jokes. For those that know, that he did that life-size cardboard cutout of me. For those that know and have seen that cardboard cutout, and that's even made its way home here. It still exists, and my kids still play tricks on it and put it in the shower and stuff to freak out my wife. So,
yeah, he was super cheeky.
He was cheeky, is absolutely, and that was where the fun loving thing came from. And Geoff, the key element of this award is wowing our clients, and I think Andrew probably will particularly know how important clients were to Geoff. Geoff would go above and beyond. You know, he went down to Tintinara. He would drive, work long hours. He would go above and beyond for his clients at all times. And Geoff's relationship with his clients wasn't just a client relationship. I would argue that many of them were his friends. And he had a very special place in their life, and vice versa. So that was wowing at clients was a no-brainer for Geoff. Innovative was interesting with Geoff. Geoff didn't often get very angry, but Geoff, when he didn't like something, he was the sort of guy that if he spoke, you had to listen. That was who Geoff was, and Geoff was a big part of where I thought about some good examples of where we started with zero. Way back, I don't know, Andrew could quote me on this, 2013, 2014, I don't even know what date it was. It's really, he was a big part of that, and he was always up for change. For someone who could have just sat back and went, you know what, I don't have to change anything around here, adopt the mentality of we'll just keep doing it the same way. He was up for change, and he didn't grumble about it. He accepted it, he worked through it, and he was fantastic on the innovation front. And
Tony, wasn't he the one that drove the innovation day?
Yeah,
where we had awards and we had that whole day.
Yeah, it was
where
called
we
the FedEx Day.
The
FedEx Day was Geoff's idea, and Geoff was also the one that really got us started into marketing, because a lot of accounting firms never had marketing. Like, their marketing department consisted of doing a newsletter written on the back of an envelope, basically. And Geoff was doing the newsletter, and then he was the one who was part of our decision to start hiring permanent marketing people in the building and really trying to drive the business forward. And he was obviously part of the reason I'm in the building today, is taking on the wealth division. So he was really up for a challenge. And the last one is we are one team. And I think that it goes without saying that Geoff was there for everybody. Geoff was there. He didn't necessarily agree with everybody, but he was always there to lend an ear. He was always there to talk things through. He was always there to help. And he always treated everybody equally. And I really can't say that lightly enough. Geoff was very humble. Geoff was extremely humble, and Geoff to me was not only a business partner, he was a friend, he was a mentor, he was a coach, and probably most of all, he was always there to lend an ear when I needed him. And for those that ever walked into Geoff's office, he would always sit back and go, "Yeah, are you busy?" Had people walk in and say, "Are you busy?" No, that's fine. Come in, have a chat. He would put everything to one side, and you could have a chat. And that was the sort of guy he was. Geoff, there's a saying that I've used very, very lightly, is that those that are most invested are the last to surrender. And if it wasn't for that bloody horrible disease to take him from this place, I guarantee you he would still be here today helping us improve lives every day. I 100% guarantee that. And it makes me sad thinking he's not here. So that's the importance of this award. This is what it means. This is where it came from. And you can see the man on the screen there of what he means to all of us. So with that, I guess I'll move on to who the winner this year is. And I'm assuming he's in the room. And firstly, I've narrowed it down by saying it's a he.
Oh my gosh, Tony.
But I'll ask Daniel Lalic to step up and come up.
Woo!
So, look, while Daniel's making his way to the stage, I don't know if we've all got drinks. I was thinking about doing a round of like a cheers with the drinks. We can pretend we've got a drink. But look, some of the feedback, Dan, congratulations, mate. Again, I'm sorry I'm not there. And I'll run through this. Daniel, we are one team, supporting the AA team and helping out wherever possible. Given there are a few team members short on and off during the last 12 months. Being Jack's mentor, the daring to be different, being the deputy spotlight and zero champion within the team. The zero presentations you did for the Master Tax stuff, mate. Fun-loving attitude, always up for a laugh. Loves his hair, which I'm pretty sure we all know. I don't think that trait's going away anytime soon. Loves his bow tie. Positive attitude. I've never seen Dan have a bad day, although I don't sit close enough to him to figure that out. and just wowing he's great with clients. Getting the, he's worked with the offshore team members. He's part of the review process for altitude, to assist with master tax learning the process. Helping with the undergrads has been fantastic, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know how many of them are in the room, but they like you, Dan. They think you're a good guy. And even working with other people's clients when they're unavailable, stepping in and helping out. Organising the round of par 3 golf, mate, during the year. I think that's died off with a bit of winter, but I'm pretty sure during the summer we can get that back up and running, and I can win again. And just constantly just looking out for the best interests of others around him is the feedback that he got. Dan, I think you're a very worthy winner from my point of view. You uphold the values, and yes, you're a quarterly winner, but this is about consistently displaying the culture of the building all year long, and I think you are a very, very worthy winner, and congratulations, mate, on behalf of the management team and the board and everyone in the building. Well done.
Feel like being on the spot. No, thank you very much. Just sorry to correct you, Tony. We are one team, but Tom Buick's the one that organises the golf. So I don't want to take credit for that. But no, this means a lot. I think the values are a big part of this place and represent sort of everybody that's in it. So yeah, thank you.
Well done.
I don't know whether maybe Ryan